Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for a 3 versus 3 on Cinder Fortress, where we have both Cephas spawning as the purple Terran. We've got Spartan as the yellow Protoss, and Dunamite as the orange Zerg. They are going to be matched up against Dark Tin Man, the teal Protoss. We have Grimjaw XD as the blue Zerg, who has not rallied his drones. Oh, I hate when I accidentally do this. There's so many things to do when I start up, and when I forget this, it's just... Oh, and he doesn't even see it. Oh, it's just... Oh, is he even... What's he even watching right now? Oh, he finally got him back to work. There we go. Now he found his mistake. Whew, we can all relax now. We can sleep. It's all good. And finally, we have Cynical Chaos as the red Terran. I like that. Cynical Chaos. That's... Certainly could write whole philosophical dissertations on the meaning of that phrase. I love it, and we got an early scout coming out here for Spartan because he is, of course, the Protoss, and it's always the probe. It is always the probe, and it looks like this probe's already scouting around looking for proxy pylons. There are some dead spaces where you don't really have perfect vision that he wants to just make sure they're all cleared out. Well, that would be awful early for a cannon rush. I mean, because they wouldn't even have a forge on the way by now. Well, I suppose they could. He does have his gateway almost 3/4 of the way done, so I guess that's early enough to scout for it. You want to be very careful about throwing down that proxy pylon, though, until you're pretty sure you can get the cannon down shortly thereafter, because if the pylon gets spotted too soon... Of course, the probe gets spotted too. I mean, it's going to be hard to actually get anything to go down, but probe's smaller than a pylon, and it moves. So it's got that going for it. It looks like Dark Tin Man has taken his gas, but not put anyone on it yet. He's going to get the Cybernetic core. He's going to want to start taking gas now here pretty quick, or he's not going to have enough money for the warp gate research once that is done. And we do have an early expand coming out here from Grimjaw. This is pretty standard, I think, for Zerg. It's what I would do in his situation. And oh, there we go. Now he's finally taking that gas. Oh, I don't think he's gonna. Oh, actually, it'll be close. Is he gonna have? No, he's not gonna have enough money in time for the warp gate research. He needs 50 gas for that. He's a little bit short. Oh wait, no, actually, I think he timed that out pretty good. Wow. I doubted you, Dark Tin Man, but you knew what you were doing, and there you have it. So he's got that gas going down. Gonna get an early forge. I don't know if he's gonna be getting for cannons for that, or gonna start early upgrades. We do have speed coming here for Dunamite. So we're going to get up those early speedlings. He's actually going to expand himself, but it's a little bit later than his Zerg counterpart over here. And it looks like Cephas has walled in his ramp that is his to defend, getting that combat shield going, a couple of barracks running, just one Marine so far. So maybe been a little bit early for this, but I think it'll be alright. And yep, going to throw down a reactor there, so he's going to go for pretty heavy Marines, it looks like, to start with. Could be using this barracks for something. He's got plenty of money. And he's got plenty of supplies, so I don't know why this barracks is not tied up while the tech lab is researching, so I don't know why this is not getting used right now. And even thrown on a factory now. What's going on out here? Oh, that's a Grimjaw's Overlord. Pretty dangerous spot. If that gets spotted, Marines could take him out quite easily. He has nowhere to run right now. Absolutely nowhere safe he can go. And even got another Overlord over here. This is extremely, extremely bold. And those Lings are going to be able to spot it. Looks like the speed just kicked in. Did he actually notice that Overlord when he was running past? And oh, what is Spartan doing? He's got a proxy pylon here. Is he going to be Dark Cannon rushing, or is he going to be doing, well, his warp gate research is almost done. He can probably see this creep by now, so he knows there's a base here. Is he gonna warp something in here? The forge actually just finishing now. Is he gonna be getting a cannon up, or is he gonna be doing a warp in? Because he could be going for either right now. Either one is viable at this point. And now the probe's just gonna sit here. The longer he sits here, the sooner it is. The more likely it is he's gonna get spotted. And this Overlord's coming here, and he's gonna warp in a couple of stalkers. This will be pretty good against that queen. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna warp in his zealot as well. This Overlord is gonna spot him very soon. Very soon he's gonna be revealed. There, the zealot is now spotted. He's gonna have to move now. He's gonna have to move, or they're gonna respond to this. Oh, what do we got going here? He's got 4 lanes going. That's not what he needs. He needs to move right now. I don't know why he's wasting time. This Overlord sees him. He's just giving them time to build up their defenses. I don't even think they see it. And there goes the spine. What move? Spartan! Attack! You don't need that many units this early in the game. And look, all sorts of, I don't know if these spines are going to be done in time, but the way Spartan is lollygagging, and here comes the Force. He had time to do tons of damage to this, and he just sat there until he was discovered. Ugh. And now he's just going to get completely destroyed. There's no chance of escape. There's no chance that's going to do any good whatsoever. Huge loss right there. And actually, Grimjaw could actually cancel all these right now. I actually think he should. Well, he does have a ton of money and no gas. He's going for a no gas opening right now. Which means he needs to be throwing down a 3rd or a macro catch or something, because he got a ton of money. And oh, looks like he did lose that one Overlord over here, which is why he's now supply blocked. Hasn't lost this one yet, though. Still, he could have let the. I mean, again, oh, he needs. Yeah, he's building a lot of Overlords, but he just needs to start spending some money. You know, throwing out a couple of gases, that's not really gonna, you know, cut into it too much. But he's got to do something. Get some, yeah, let's get some drones and gas. Seems a little bit undersaturated right now. And it looks like Cynical Chaos, after his huge success against the the epically failed proxy. Actually, it's like the, can't even call it epically failed. It wasn't even attempted. It was just warping in units until they got discovered. It was just handing them up on a platter. And ooh, again, Grimjaw's just keeping his Overlords in very, very dangerous positions. So easy to snipe those, and it looks like we got a Grimjaw's going to be counterattacking, but he's got slow lings. There's no speed on the way right now, and they're going to be working on this rock. But Dunamite, he does have an Overlord in position to see this. This is exactly where you want some eyes at, and but you got to be out. There we go. We're going to warp in a couple of Zealots, which would be great once the lings get through. But the lings aren't going to be through here until sometime in 2014. So you might want to get a Stalker on the high ground, kind of force them away. No, don't help him. What are you doing? Don't help him. Just get the Stalker over here and shoot. Get the Stalker over here and shoot. There we go. That's what you should be. There we go. And that's gonna force those. It's gonna force. Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna force those lings away. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And this Overlord. Oh, this Overlord's. What is this Overlord doing? It's not stopping. It seems to, yeah, it's on a bad rally point, and he's going to get it out of there in time, only because there's only a couple Stalkers here, but ooh, it was pretty close. If he had waited much longer, that Overlord would have been dead. Looks like Cynical Chaos does have this expansion going up. Looks like we do have Dark Tin Man's taking this expansion. Bocephus has this one, not fully saturated yet, so everyone's on at least 2 bases, it looks like. No one has yet taken this base, and I don't know if they know if they can anymore. The creep has kind of gotten out of control here, and he's taking this creep on a rather unusual route, but you know, it'll make a little more speed through this corridor. So I can't entirely say it's a bad idea. I'm wondering, I think you can still fit a building here that's not a hatchery, but no one has yet attempted to do so. It looks like, is Dunamite going to move out with these lings, or maybe he's just doing some scouting. Oh, he's taking some roaches with it. That implies this is doing more than a scout, or maybe he's going to punch down these rocks. But oh, he's going to. Oh, actually, that's Bocephus' Marine, who's taking a little bit of damage. And Grimjaw's got some lings of his own. They do finally have that speed upgrade. He finally realized my lings are pretty slow. They're just kind of hiding out here, gearing up for an attack. What's that? Oh, I think they see it. They see the attack. They see the attack gearing up. He's going to pull those units out of there. Although it might not be bad to just leave them up there, and then he can do a flanking attack. He doesn't have to pull them back here. He can see them. I think. Let's see. How well can he see them? Well, I guess he can't see them, so he can't necessarily know when they're moving out. Although he moves this Overlord a little bit over here, he'll be able to actually. Can you see over here? Yeah, move it over a little bit over here, and you can see when the attack's moving out. He can continue to bust down those rocks, and when the attack comes, he can pincher them in. Between Marine Marauder and Ling Roach, they are not going to be getting out of there. And so you're going to build a command center there. Cynical Chaos is going to run a Marine up here. He's going to win this battle because this Marine is quite damaged. And let's see, SCV helps, but I don't even know if that would be enough. So this Marine is going to go down. And he is going to take that tower, but we easily taken back again. Dynamite doesn't want to take it back, though. And Tin Man looks like he's going to be pushing up here. He wants to take this too. Oh, he sent his pro up there, not realizing that there were rocks there. He might have done that. But it looks like Bocephus is going to try to... No, he wants to take this watchtower back, and he's going to take it in full force. So that Marine even get a shot off, but he might have. And then make short work of these rocks, because Marauders and a tank there that just cut through those rocks. Not sure what Grimjaw's up to. He's got 1/1 upgrades. No +1 for his roaches, but he does have 1/1 on his lings. And oh, we got Colossus Tech coming out for Spartan. He's getting the level 2 ground attack, which makes those Colossi very, very powerful. There we go. There's his first Colossus coming out. I think it's his first Colossus coming out. Yep, that's his first one. So right now everyone's gearing up, but we do have... Oh, Dunamite pushed out with an insignificant force. It was not enough, but did manage to burrow and kind of protect himself. But he's got to know this. He's got to know these units are coming his way. He does have good creep spread. He can see everything that's going on until they kind of move over in this direction. I don't know. It looks like everyone keeps gearing up for attack, and then the attack doesn't come. Does Tin Man have the range upgrade? Yes, he does. He does have thermal lance upgrade. He also has the +2, which will soon be matched with Spartan's +2. So they're kind of on even footing. Dunamite, I think, needs to get an army up. Where are all of his units? What is his unit count? Well, actually, that just shows his general food count, which actually right now Grimjaw is in the lead with that, although it looks like Bocephus has also got quite a big army. Where are Dunamite's units? I see everything in workers. Well, he does have a few extra workers. That might have something to do with it, but he needs to really be building up an army. Oh, it looks like Dark Tin Man's going to move his Colossi, but they're not defended until Cynical Chaos drops off his units. He is going to cancel that Nexus. Both bases are canceled, so they realize that they're not really going to hold this. But those Colossi... Oh, a couple of Corruptors here, but as soon as Chaos drops all those off, I think they will be fine. Although that's not a lot of Marines. They could easily bring enough forces. Oh, there's a couple more in the medevac, but they could easily bring some forces here to defend that. Oh, is he going to try to intercept the Colossi? We have a big battle here on the front of the ramp. Actually, let's jump back. We don't want to miss that while that little... I don't even call that a skirmish was going on there. Looks like we got Dark Tin Man out in front. Spartan with his huge army. Looks like he wants to push out. The Lings are trying to sweep in, which is going to be a huge mistake with these Colossi here. They will just completely burn away those Lings, and there's no way they can get at them right now. And this is, I don't know if this is an engagement. They can win a couple of Colossi here for Dark Tin Man. Will help out a bit. And you actually maybe need to get... Oh, but the Corruptors in the backside will help try to thin those out. And I don't know if this is the... Well, with the Colossi not attacking, this isn't a bad choke point, since it looks like all of his units are shooting. He could have better positioning, but it looks like they will be able to hold this for the time being. And meanwhile, it looks like Bocephus is... Well, he's going to establish his tanks here. He realizes he doesn't have to push out. But I really think Dunamite just needs to get an army up right now. What is he producing right now? He's producing a couple of Corruptors. He needs some more gas, perhaps. But it looks like Spartan wants to push forward, take out these rocks. Maybe push into expansion, which no one has taken this one yet. I find that quite odd. And the Corruptors are going to swing in. They're going to see that, oh, there's not much going on here. It looks like Grimjaw's going to get some Corruptors of his own and some Mutos. I don't know if this is the right choice for him, though. Because the Corruptor, Dunamite's already got a bigger Corruptor count. The Mutos are not that good against the Corruptors. Yeah, this expansion is going to go down, but here comes Cynical Chaos, but I don't know. Going into this, I don't know if this is a good idea. And where are these Corruptors going? Oh, they're trying to chase down the Colossi, which may be a better use of their time. But the Colossi for Spartan are going to go down, and now I think he's got to get out of here because he's got nothing. No, he's got to get out of here. Does he have Blink? Blink out of there. Blink out of there. Oh, but he gets intercepted. You can blink around them. You can blink around them, but no, he's just going to let himself get sandwiched. He's not even there. He's going to try to blink, and there we go. Oh, a sweet blink from Dark Tin Man. Blocks the Stalkers in. Oh, that was a nice move right there. He finally blinked to try to get out of there. I think he stayed too long. If he had blinked out of there sooner, as soon as the Colossi were going down, he might have been able to make it out in time. And now Dark Tin Man's on the offensive. What do they have here? Just a few Stalkers. This is not going to be enough. Where is the rest of their ground army? It looks like they're pretty much their ground army here. So Bocephus is going to be pushing in here. One siege tank is not going to be enough to stop this force. But these corruptors are going to try to push, at least push back the Colossus, but they need a ground army to take care of these stalkers. What are they producing? Free roaches. They're producing nothing. Where is the money? Where's the production? What is going on here? How many gates? He has a lot of gateways. Looks like they're all in cooldown right now. He's got 2 of them that need to be upgraded into warp gates, and it looks like Bocephus is pushing out +2. He's got a +2 on his tanks. And his infantry is 3-3, and the tanks are going to siege up, and they're going to force Cynical Chaos back away. And you go, no, pull back to the tanks. That's good. That's good. Kind of bait him in. Pull back to the tanks. Let him get off a couple of shots. And oh, if he could get a scan down and take down all those creep tumors, that is a lot of creep tumors. It'll just be no more. And it looks like we'll see try to reestablish this. I guess there are still some Marines up there. And we're pinging this base. I don't know. There's not really much going on there yet. I mean, sure, you want to take those down, but it's not really the lion's share of what they got going on right now. It looks like Cynical Chaos is still trying to move around with his drop force. Is he going to find something to drop on? Oh, this army's pretty thin. I think he might be able to take it out, but oh, Spartan's going to have to cancel that. And they're letting them get the full drop in. I mean, they could see those guys dropping, and he let them get. If they've been able to hit them before they were all out of the medevacs, they might have been able to take it out. The Corruptors will help take out the medevacs, but yeah, and that base is going to have to be canceled. The probe's going to try to hide and hope that he's... Oh, no! Oh, probe transfer. Oh, more like probe massacre. Oh, he's going to respond and try to get him out there, but is a single... Oh, not a single probe survives except the one that he was trying to build the base with. Is that the original? I thought the original one was damaged, or maybe that was just shields. And I'm not sure what these Corruptors are doing. Oh, it looks like it was another push here. Wait a minute. Did Bocephus lose his entire army? What happened here? Well, let's back this up. What happened to his entire army? He had this army here. Still doing tons of damage. What happened to this army? It was a huge army. And the army's going to push out. Not really much here to stop it at this time. They're in a bit of a choke, which could be risky. And they're going to pull up here. There's nothing going on here right now. He really needs to be using some scans just to kind of see what's going on. Oh, and some DTs. He's definitely going to need some scans here for a minute. Some Stalkers from Dark Tin Man. But the DTs are behind, but I don't think he sees them. All of his tanks go down to the DTs, and oh, this is going to be a total massacre. And here come the Colossi. Oh, entire army lost. Can he get some of these DTs down, though, before his army goes down? Looks like 2 of them are going to survive. And now that's pretty much most of the anti-air. You chase down those Colossi. There's not really any... One Stalker is not really enough to defend them. You know how long it's going to take 1 Stalker to take out these? Get rid of those Colossi now, at least until you face bigger resistance than 1 Stalker. They're going to live in... Oh, it looks like the drop force of Cynical Chaos is going to move in here, but oh, a lot of SCVs here at this base. And they're going to be hitting the production of Bocephus that he really needs right now because he lost his entire army. And what do they have to defend against this? Here comes Spartans. It's not the biggest army. Do his Zealots have charge? They do not. He really needs to get charge on those. Charge is just seconds away from finishing. He would so love to have it in this battle. And it's about to go off with any Zealots left at that point. And charge is finishing now, which means he'll be able to chase down these Marines and there's the charge. But some really good control from Cynical Chaos. Looks like Dunoi is going to try to stop him. We really need to stop the retreat rather than just try to attack. Kind of swing around the back. I don't know if he had enough links to do that, but looks like he's going to try to pull in there again. But you got to be careful. These Zealots have charge right now and pretty good upgrades. +3 attack, 2 shields, and 2 armor. That's not bad. He's letting the Zealots just whittle away his army. I don't know if that was... He should have just pulled out of there at that point. But it looks like we do have Broodlords from Dunamite, but these 2 DTs are still alive, and they have no detection here. There's some Overlords here. Can we get some Overseers out of those? Or a scan or something? There's the scan. And the Broodlord... Looks like the Broodlords are ready to go. Are they going to be able to do the damage they need in order to win this game for them? What kind of anti-air are they going to be going up against right now? We have 1 Viking, 3 Corruptors, and just some Stalkers. So well, and 40 Marines, but I mean, what are 40 Marines going to do? He's trying to make Vikings. He knows that the Broodlords are coming. He needs to get some Vikings out, but is it going to be in time? The Broodlords are going to be coming against these expansions, which are now fairly well saturated, which means they're much juicier targets at this point in time. Let's just start attacking. No, don't attack the gas. You know how easy it is for a Zerg to retake the gas? Let's attack some of the workers. Could have gotten a lot of those workers down, but instead he alerted them with the first salvo on the gas. I don't agree with that decision at all. And here come the Stalkers, but is this going to be... They're going to blink forward, which is a huge mistake because the Broodlords are not right here. The Broodlords are back here. You want to blink under the Broodlords. You blink once into Broodlord range, and they're just going to hammer you, but it was enough to force him back. I really don't see why. He could have parked his Broodlords right here. I don't know if you can blink across that, but... he really should have stayed a bit longer. See if he could snipe some of those Stalkers at the range that those Broodlords are known for. It's really the Zerg's only siege weapon, exactly. So, I mean, use that range. Use it. I mean, it's not that far to retreat back here. I don't know why I just didn't park them right here. Try to do, or down here. Try to do as much damage as possible to those Stalkers. Any anti-air you can destroy is going to be very, very helpful in the future engagements. Instead, he's going to swing over here to their expansions, which are currently uncontested, so I'm not really sure why they're flying over here. Do they have a ground force to back them up? No, the Corruptors are way over here. Oh, they did spot those Colossi, and they're going to try to take them out. The Colossi are going to run this way, which is going to put them over a pit they can't walk over, and then they're going to turn around, which is going to mean they're going to take a ton of damage. And, oh, that's huge losses. And the Colossi or Corruptors can just swing around and kind of prevent those Stalkers from getting the best engagement. And yeah, I think that might be good enough. You might want to. Oh, they're going to blink forward, try to take out some more of those Corruptors. Unfortunately, they're also going to lead him right to his base where he's not bothered to take out those rocks. But in the meantime, the Broodlords are back. They're going to get that last Colossi that the Corruptors couldn't quite take out. And meanwhile, the Stalker is going to be busy on this expansion, which he really needs to gas them for, which he does not have the gas. He doesn't need the minerals at all right now. So as long as he's not taking gas there, losing that expansion I don't think is really that big a deal. I mean, yeah, it sucks to lose the hatchery, but I mean, he's not really being efficient in what he's getting for it. And there are some Corruptors from Grimjaw. They do know the Broodlord threat is around now. We need to see more Corruptors from Dunamite, but as I said, he doesn't have the gas for it right now, so these Marines are going to swing in and try to pull the Corruptors back. Pull the Corruptors back. You need to keep your anti-air. And it looks like these Stalkers are trapped. They do have vision of the high ground, so they can blink away. Siege tanks have sieged up. What we got going on over here? Looks like Spartans pushed forward, and I assume Cynical Chaos just had an army here at these Colossi. Can we just jump back just a little bit? Just a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's an army there, and I think we all want to see what happened to it. Okay, the Rulers are over there. We're going to kind of speed ahead, wait for Spartan to move out his army. He's going to be making a bigger force there. There's Dunamite expansion going down. Now he's moving out. So he's going to move over there. He's going to maybe help over here. Then realize there probably wasn't much he's going to do. So he's going to push over this way. Going to snipe some of those Vikings. That was actually a good pickoff right there. But he's got to pull those Colossi back. And oh, all but one Viking down. That is going to help them tremendously. And now they just need to take care of those Corruptors, and then the Broodlords can just go to town. And here's a big Marine ball, two Marines, but the Colossi in the back are just going to completely take them down in no time flat. He's going to stim forward. He needs to stim away because there's no way he's going to break that. And now all of his medevacs are in danger. He's going to pull them out of there without too much trouble, and the Stalkers aren't really following that closely, but these bases I don't think are going to make it. You gotta get the medevacs are healing the fleeing SCVs, but the bases I don't think are going to survive unless they can bring in a decent amount of force. But oh, Marines rally to their death, and there's some roaches here, which the Zealots are going to do a little bit of softening up on. And it looks like this hatchery is going to go down, but oh, and Chaos. Cynical Chaos is not. Wait, when did he lose this? He must have lifted that off. And did he lose an? Oh, he must have. I have a feeling he lifted that off, but I'm not really sure. I'm not going to go back and try to figure that out. Now we need to take out those Corruptors. Without the Corruptors, their anti-air prospects are looking pretty bad. Although 12 more Corruptors are on the way, and it looks like Cynical Chaos has rebuilt his base. The Corruptors are gone. The 12 more are on the way, but oh, the drones are just walking into a complete Zerg grinder. See what I did there? And more Marines. Oh, he managed to get those Marines out there in time, even that one in the back, but no, he's going to pull them forward again. Oh, but I don't know if this is going to work out. This Colossi, oh, yeah, he needs to kind of pull back there for a bit. And we could actually use these Stalkers up here, taking on, or you could just lose your Colossi, which have done you quite a favor in this game, I must say. He's got better upgrades. He's got 1-1 versus 0-2. I don't really know how that balances out. I'd probably, do the math and get out my spreadsheets and all that good stuff. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Suffice to say, they're somewhat equal on upgrades. And a lot of creep spread here. Their creeps have not quite met through the middle yet. And it looks like they've kind of forgotten about them for the time being. Although there's this queen out here with full energy. So yeah, they've kind of forgotten about them. And it looks like, oh, Dunamai's going to try to push around with some lings, which late game, a small cluster of lings can do a lot of damage depending on what armies are out. The armies could be slow and somewhere in the middle of the map. You get them into an expansion that you didn't think you have to defend, or you can't afford to rebuild the defenses. And they can do quite a bit of damage. Gonna pull them out of there, which I think is a smart move. Maybe lost a few more than he needed to. And oh, a DT's gonna get a quick swipe on it. And yeah, I think these lings aren't gonna make it. Although Spartan has managed to get in here with his Stalkers, and he does have Overseers overhead, so we don't have to worry about those DTs anymore. So yeah, they got that going for them. Oh wow, flubbed that one up horribly. Unfortunately, the Zealots do not have blink. They will have to run around, but they're gonna get themselves some nice, juicy Stalker kills. And those Colossi are running away, but the Corruptors have got their number. The Stalkers decided to give up on saving them. They're like, there's no way that's going to happen. Zealots still taking out the Stalkers. These expansions are no more, and it looks like we have Bocephus pushing out with +3 Thors and 3/3 Marines. I mean, this is not a big army, but it is still a pretty terrifying one. And they have all these SCVs trying to take on that one from Bocephus. Maybe he's trying to take his base, but now they're not in any position to get away. He's gonna try to attack with those, but that is not happening. And he lost his only base again. And there's the GG from Grimjaw. I think that was all well played. Yeah, and he's gonna depart out of there. Even Dark Tin Man. Oh, Tin Man, you're not gonna be that guy. No, okay. He realizes it's no more. So that's gonna be it. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on there. Too much action to keep up with, frankly, for such a small map. But I hope you enjoyed it, and have a day.